Alright y'all, I'm Laverne White.
I'm Kevin White.
And we're the American Bikers. We got something for y'all tonight. Check this out. Oh yeah, we at the flat track. Let's do that thing.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing. Go.
Yeah. All right, we're here at the races with
Dennis Cobb.
Dennis Cobb.
Everybody calls me Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
I was born back in a good decade when the police were the fuzz. I always tell people, think what now if I was born and my name would be like Pig, Squeak, Oink, or something. You know? So I'm glad I was back in that decade.
Screw.
Yeah. You know, everybody'd be a man-hating bastard now.
So how'd you get into racing?
Coming from my hometown of Sturgis, grew up around it all the time with all the old late greats, Neil Keane, Springs, everybody, you know. And I always digged the old Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Seen him several times, watched him wreck several times, watched him get up and walk away, and I thought, I want to do that.
Yep.
Wasn't that about every time he jumped?
Every time I went there, I seen him at Caesar's Palace, Grand Canyon. It always wiped out, but awesome. I mean, thrilling from the get-go. And
God, he was definitely an idol.
yeah, and for somebody to do it back in that day with the original iron on the Harleys versus the new modern bikes, I mean, there's some jumping some pretty phenomenal feats, but not like old Evel.
Yeah, yeah, no, he used an old iron head, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did. He was a.
And racing just kind of.
He was a showman.
I lived right next to the track, still do, and it just kind of took off. One thing led to another. Now I do it. My son is 35, he does it. Now my grandson is 5, he does it. They'll both be here tomorrow. They are in Sioux Falls, South Dakota racing tonight. They're both leading points series in that event. So they'll be here. My son is Keystone Cop. He's last year's Extreme Flat Track Open Vintage Champion for Sturgis. He run short tracks, the Super TT at Buffalo Chip, and then 2 nights at the Speedway. Whipped up on him pretty bad.
So shorts, what you running here today?
I'm running, this one set in here is a 78 Yamaha SR 500, punched out to a 540. The one I'll be running in the mains is my old reliable I've had for 40 years. It is a TT 500, the 76 model, punched out. Pretty much put everything on it, all in one chunk.
Oh, well, we wouldn't want to do that. Give you a blackout.
So we'll see how it holds up.
All right.
I call it old yellow, old reliable. The other one I run in the heats and it was spitting and sputtering. Instead of tinkering on it, I'll save that for after the races and have a beer and then I'll work it over.
Well, I mean, you gotta love the name on it. I mean, y'all check this out. Can't be nothing wrong with that.
No, that was the last one I painted myself, me and a friend. Many beers, got kind of carried away on the K's, but hey, here's what it is.
That's one of my favorite things. It is what it is. I got a shirt that says it too.
Oh yeah. So I'm anxious for the mains to come up, see if I can move up a little bit. I'm really excited for my son and grandson they'll be here to travel through the night. He'll put the run on a lot of these boys. Now he runs.
We're excited to see that. We'll definitely come over and.
Oh, you'll like his bike. He gets on me because I'm old school. His is an old school too, but he's got one-off billet, one-piece wheels, you know, everything, and he runs hard.
Nice.
He'll mix her up with the boys in the pro vintage class.
And that'll be a nice one to. We'll come over and talk to him tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Meet him.
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
People always say,
Very often you see a little 5-year-old out racing.
now little Kipton, this will be his first He broke out with us this year. He's got about 4 or 5 short tracks under his belt. This will be his first time on anything bigger than a small circle, you know.
Yeah, we got a pretty big
He's already chomping on the bit. He says, you mean, hey Pops, you mean I don't even have to use the brakes? I go, no, that little 50 will probably blow it up trying to run around this big old track. But it'll be fun. Anything can be fixed. Just a matter of what size of hammer you got to use to get it back where it was.
Yeah. We had a thing on the YouTube channel the other day that showed a little bicycle, a motor sitting beside it, and one kid standing there with a hammer.
That's how it gets started.
He said, it's how it gets started.
Absolutely. Yeah, little Kip, he ran with us last year during the Sturgis rally and whatnot. Now I wouldn't let him ride, but he always comes to the pits. He'll walk around with a rag, ask everybody, hey, you need your wheels clean? I got little fingers I can get you. He'll scrub everybody's wheels, you know. So now this year.
These things start with these battery packs, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, I got to give you one of them for my Harley.
I'll tell you what, it cats me out.
What's the compression on yours now, Kevin?
When we built it, it came out to we started with 11-to-1 compression piston.
Yeah.
But they called us up later and told me, well, you know, you must be a big guy. And we're like, no. He goes, well, you're putting that on an old bike? We said, yeah. He goes, well, you got to change that. It jumps up 3. And I said, so we're running 14-to-1? He goes, yeah, before you shave the head.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, man. He goes, you're not a big guy, I take it. I said, no. He goes, you got to let it start? I said, no. He said, make sure you're in time.
Well,
and it does pretty good. I can take it in about 2 starts, and it starts every time.
I've got a kicker on Old Yeller. This is the first year I went to a remote start at 66, and my knees are about gone. It generally fires up, but when it don't,
oh man,
it's like my 48 fan.
Yep.
When it don't want to start, you can get mad, kick it 20 times. If it don't want to start, it don't start.
It ain't gonna start. Yeah.
Now tell him the rest of what your bike is.
You walk up and kick it and it fire right up.
My bike's a 53 pan on one side with a 67 pan on the other.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got the that way in the charging in the front, the generator is just where the wires are now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a kickstart with an Indian training on a jammer frame, all rigid.
Thought it was a shovel top pan bottom.
It is. It's got a shovel top end, 74 shovel top
I
end.
love my old pan.
Yep.
And everybody always says, now is that EL? No, it's an FL.
It's an FL.
One of the last.
Yep.
But it's completely stock other than the seat. But man, I'll tell you, the old hardtail and the wishbone front end, I rode it down to Daytona from Sturgis. First day, put on a lot of hours, you know, 10, 12 hours riding. Second day, about 8, 10. Got there the third day, I wasn't in a big hurry to go riding. I was beat.
Yeah, it'll beat you
in the ground, but man, it treated me good.
Yeah, I got an open primary on it.
Yeah.
Self-driving. It's quite the bike. It'll beat you to death, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had a.
But it rides really smooth for a rigid. I can let some of the air out of the back tire.
Well, a lot of power.
Oh man.
You know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody passes you don't want them to.
Yeah.
Pass.
No. It's got the suicide clutch, jockey ship.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
I bought an 02 883 from him, and we made it a hardtail. I rode it all the way to West Virginia 2 or 3 times, down to Texas and back all the time.
Like I say, and I wore a lot of leather braces and stuff. But man, I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, and now that I'm supposedly hitting the golden years, which is bullshit, it's more pyrite than gold.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm beating all the time. So now I've kind of luxured into, went and bought an Ultra. It's like, I think I'll just, if I'm going to blow the money, I'll get me one of the CVO limited editions.
Yep, that's our goal here.
Well, you know, the bad thing is, I mean, well, you rode a hardtail. He rides a hardtail. I was riding my hardtail 883. The air come out of the shocks on my Ultra. I hit a bump. Man, I thought, what the? No, we don't need this no more.
Nose to toes.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad Kansas invited us down. This is a hoot. We'll be here again tomorrow, and then we're going to hang around and do Oberlin Tuesday. Then we'll jump back in and load up and get back Sturgis Wednesday. And then we had the Extreme Series there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the Buffalo Chip, and then Friday, Saturday at the, they claim, and I've been on it, the fastest half mile anyway. And it's an old car track, serious bank corners, carry a lot of speed. You see triple digits smoking into the corners.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I like it. You couldn't drive a toothpick up your ass when you come into that corner.
I'll bet you can.
But it's a good time.
Yeah, we've they wanted to close this track down.
See, they
They
did
did
ours.
for 3 years.
Yeah, they did.
And they wanted
ours.
to make it baseball diamonds, and we're trying not to have that. So
Absolutely.
we're up here and we're gonna
Yeah.
try to get it back up and going again.
City shut ours down here the last couple years. Took away all the high school rodeo events that have been there for 75, 80 years. You know, took away all the racing history that's been there since the start of Sturgis.
This is all the stuff that made
81
America
years.
great.
Absolutely.
You know, and now they're trying to take it all away from us.
And that's what they're wanting to do there. The city dads decided, well, let's just sell this and make it housing. Are you out of your minds? What are the youth of tomorrow going to have to do if you take away all their entertainment? I said, why don't you get on the same page and hold events every weekend, whether it's Demolition Derby, whether it's a high school rodeo, concerts, play days, whatever. I go, they bitch about kids getting in trouble always. What are they
Give 'em
supposed to
something to
do? They got nothing to do.
Yeah, they
nowhere to
keep
go
taking
do it.
everything away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just slowly chewing them up. I'm glad I'm not a young kid. There wouldn't be a whole lot to look forward to if you don't have these events like Extreme Flat Track, the fairs, the rodeos. Man, what are they?
Yeah, well,
you
when
want
we
to
was
just sit
kids,
at
we
home and
ate
play on
breakfast in the
Xbox?
morning.
Right, right.
Yeah, exactly. We
Crazy.
ate breakfast in the morning, and Mom said, "Get outside."
Yeah. Don't
And
come in till it's
wait till
dark. I'll holler when supper's done.
Yep, well, all I would say is you better be there.
Absolutely.
And otherwise, toys, heck, we built everything we had.
My little block of
we'd
wood
play out
was
in the wood.
anything from a motorcycle to a
Yep.
tow truck or whatever, you know.
Yep, we didn't need nothing to play with. We made it
No.
ourselves. There was no video game.
That's what I like about I've got 5 grandkids, they all ride. And I always tell them, you want to go ride or you know, well, I'm going to do my Xbox. Well, you can have 20 minutes Xbox, and then we're going to have 8 hours outside, whether it's fishing, whether it's whatever.
Yeah, let's get out here and see
now
this
they've
world
gotten
music
to where
out
that
too.
you don't see the Xboxes and whatnot again. That's like cool. Let's go out and enjoy the great outdoors. God give it to us to enjoy, not to get greedy and sell it off in sections to build houses and baseball fields, whatever. You know.
I agree. All right, well, it's great to meet you.
My pleasure,
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see
guys
you tomorrow.
enjoy. Count on it.